when I'll see you. We're in New Mexico, you're in Chicago or St. Louis, so I'll see you. His phone rings. It's Alan Kirkpatrick. Is Don Farrell there? Yeah, put him on. Don, I want you to be the regional sales director for our company. I said, man, I took another job. He said, look, fly to Columbus, let's talk about it. I did, I came back, I had to make the most miserable phone call of my life, telling those people that waited over a month for me to show up in Albuquerque that I wasn't coming. That wasn't a good day. But I had to do what was best for me and my future family, and that was the best thing for me. Now I'm working for corporations my entire life. I need to work for an entrepreneur, because I may want to be an entrepreneur someday. So I got to go find a position as a VP of Sales and Marketing or something like that for a hotel company that is run by an entrepreneur. And I did that twice to get their perspective, okay? 1986, I started my first company in the spare bedroom of the house, okay? And I'm getting so busy and so much business in year 2, not year 1. Year 1, I was an absolute beggar. And year 2, it's starting to really happen. And I have no idea why I'm divorced, but I went to my wife at the time, and I said, honey, I need to expand. Okay, what does that mean? That means I need to move from the spare bedroom to the master bedroom, and we're going to move the master to the spare. To her credit, she never said, what, are you crazy? She never did that. She went, okay, whatever you need, kind of stuff. So I did that. Now I'm in the master bedroom. Life is good. I was so busy flying out Sunday night, home Friday night. Fly out Sunday night, home Friday night. Fly out Sunday night every single week of the year. I kid you not. I got a call, it's like November something, and it's a guy I knew in Asheville, North Carolina. Farrell, you got to get to Asheville. We need your help so bad. I've got my 8 hotels. We're below budget, blah, 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 blah. I said, great. I'd love to get there, but I can't get there till April. That's my next opening. He said, April? I can't wait for April. I said, sorry, dude, what do you want me to do? I mean, the only week that's open is Christmas. And he says, I got an idea. I said, what? He said, Christmas is on a Thursday. You come in Sunday night, you train us Monday, Tuesday, you're home Tuesday night. And I don't know what made me do it, but I said, I'll tell you what, Greg. I have a 3-year-old daughter at the time. I said, if you fly her and I in, and you treat her like a princess, and you pay the rate that I want, you got a deal. And he did. And for the next 15, 18, 20 years, every book report was about that trip. How cool is that? So,
was that Hotel Tunnel Road in Nashville?
No.
Downtown?
Downtown. Now, I'm doing consulting work, real busy, but I came to the conclusion that if I continue to work like this, gone Sunday, home Friday, gone Sunday, home Friday, 4-year-old, 3-year-old daughter, 2-year-old son at this point, they're growing up and you're not even there. I gotta figure something else out, right? And here's what happens. And you never know when opportunity knocks people. Phone rings. This is Don Farrell. Don? This guy's from Huntsville, Alabama. Don, my name is Tom, da-da-da-da-da, and I own a motel. Well, motel's not my favorite word. I'm like, a motel. Can you describe this motel? Yeah, it's in Sandestin, Florida. How we doing so far? Nice place to work. It's 102 rooms, I think. No meeting space, no catering, no food, no beverage, just the rooms. And oh yeah, no sales office. Didn't have salespeople. And he's losing $1 million a year. And Don Farrell, if you can't help me make $1 million net profit, then I'm going to lose this asset to the bank. You're my last hope. Well, normally I wouldn't take a client like that, but when you're the last hope, you got to do something for this guy. Okay? So I go in there, and it's Monday. Okay? By Monday night, I've decided there's no way we can make $1.8 million on the top line, which is revenues, so that he can make $1 million bottom line. There's nobody that could physically do it. No sales office, no meeting space, no nothing but sleeping rooms. And oh, by the way, this is Sandestin. So what were the predominant colors in the hotel? Predominant colors in a resort. What would you say? Anybody? Come on.
Pink.
Say. Pink. Aqua. Bright, vivid colors. Maybe pastel-y. In this hotel, how about brown and cream? It could have been in Gary, Indiana, or Hammond, Indiana, for crying out loud. It didn't look like it belonged in Sandestin. So by Monday night, I've decided there's no way I can help this guy. But I can't tell him that, because he's going to think I didn't do my homework. So I got to figure out what I'm going to do for the rest of the week. So here I am on Tuesday, and I'm walking the hallways of the hotel looking at P&L statements. What's a P&L statement? Profit and loss statement. Okay? Every month you get one. It says how much money we made, what all the expenses were, how much our profit was. I'm a revenue producing guy. I'm not an expense guy, but I'm that desperate to help this guy, this owner. And as I'm looking at the P&L statement, here's what happened. I overhear the reservations manager, Nancy Keaton, do this. Now, yesterday she was sick, and she's still sick today, so she sounds like this. Dave, got to get help you. No. Half a mile. No. Thank you. Dave, College is Nancy. No. Half a mile. It was like, bam, 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 bam. I'm like, what the heck is going on in there? Now, keep in mind, Chris, I was VP of Sales and Marketing, man. I knew a lot about sales and marketing. We never looked at reservations as a revenue opportunity. Reservations always fell under front desk. It was an operations function. The reality is, it is very much a sales operation. Should be, anyway. So I go in there, Nancy, Don Farrell, who are you? On a scale of 0 to 10, this woman's a -3. Who are you? I said, hi, I'm a consultant. A consultant? We don't need no damn consultant. She goes crazy. Now, someday soon, I hope you learn what's called personality partnering. Is it more important what you say or how you say it?
How you say it.
Correct. People are not going to, you're not going to remember my words. You're going to remember how you felt or how I presented it or it was fun or whatever it is you come up with. Okay? So it's how you say it is more important than what you say. And I'm not saying that what you say is not important. It is. But it's even more important how you say it. Well, how do you say stuff to different people? It's based on their personality. And the stuff that we teach, it comes down to 4 personalities. I'm not going to get into it. But I'm thinking of all this stuff as I'm working with my clients and with Nancy. She is being right now dominant driven. I don't have time to meet with you. I don't have time to talk to you. Well, the only way to deal with dominant driven people who want to be in charge, who don't care if they hurt your feelings, is to stand up to them, but you got to take a notch back. If all you do is stand up to them, I would say, yes, you will. No, I won't. And you're back and forth, right? Instead, Nancy, you're going to meet with me today, and I'm going to come back at your convenience. There's the notch back. She didn't feel like she lost control. Well, I'm busy. Well, I'm busy too, but I need you. I need you for at least an hour. Okay, come back at 3 o'clock. Well, I couldn't wait for 3 o'clock. 3 o'clock shows up, and long story short, this woman's taking 80 reservation calls a day. And I asked her, what's your closure rate? How many reservations do you actually make? And she said, what percent? Guess. Well, she's a little bit better than 0. 10% conversion rate. Nancy, how do you feel about a 10% conversion rate? She says, pretty damn good. I said, why? She said, because you want to help the hotel slim? Is what she called it. You want to help the hotel slim? Move it. Move it where? Move it to the beach. Remember the half-mile part? First question out of everyone's mouth is, are you on the beach? Half mile. Okay, thank you. That was it. So, that day, a program was born. I was probably making $1.5 million, just me. Not all profit, by the way. It's revenue and you got a bunch of expenses. So $1.5 million. I now start to develop a training program based on how to convert more reservations. And that company went on to become a $50 million company. We have 283 associates. We have licensees in 44 countries, including Japan. We had well over 10,000 hospitality clients. We were the biggest in the world, okay? When you went to a conference and you heard the word Signature, which was the name of the company, you always heard, oh, great company, man, those guys are so cool. Here's what they do for us. And we were making these clients a lot of money. What does ROI stand for, people? ROI, tell me. Uh-oh. Senior, come on, senior, you gotta know. Chris.
Return on investment.
Return on investment. Write that down. If you haven't written anything down, write that down. So, return on investment. Here's what the numbers could look like. You go to a hotel. Go to your hotel as soon as you can. Peabody, right? No. Where do you work?
West End.
Where is?
The West End.
The West End. Very good. So you go to the West End, you ask them, hey, by the way, what's our conversion rate in reservations? You know what they're going to say? I don't know. Because hardly anybody knows, but they should know, okay? So the only way to find the truth is to actually have the front desk associates in the classroom. So there's 24 of them in the classroom, let's say. And you got GMs there, AGMs there, and even the executive housekeepers there, but you got all the front desk people except for one who's working the desk. And it's usually night audit working the desk. So you're standing there, you're sitting there with these people, and you have to ask, who works the A shift, who works the B shift, who works C shift? Okay, A shift people, how many calls and walk-ins do you get every single day? Well, it's different, Don. I understand. Average it all out, 52 weeks of the year, what do you get? And they would all come to a conclusion. A shift does 25 requests during their shift, 7 to 3. B shift, how many reservations do you take? At least 20. Okay, 20. C shift, that's night audit. C shift, wake up. Okay. How many reservations do you take a night? Too many. They don't like people.